Hi, Nick Hurd here from reviewsforbiz.com, and the 4 is the numeral 4. Today we're talking about email marketing, and we're talking about segmenting your list. Let me tell you why this is important. It's important because if you send the same email to people that have responded differently to you, you're going to get a negative reaction. For example, let's say you send an email out that somebody wanted that was offering a free report, and somebody downloaded the free report. You don't want to send them the same email again, or 2 or 3 times after that. Once they've seen that email, they're on a different track than the ones that either didn't open the email to begin with, or didn't respond, or didn't click to download this free report or whatever, the ebook. Okay, so what's segmenting? Segmenting means different people have different interests. I may be interested in blue widgets, and you may be interested in red widgets, and I may have no interest at all in red widgets, or I may have downloaded a free report or a free ebook or whatever, and you didn't, or maybe you did and I didn't. It doesn't make any difference. You want to treat different people differently based on their responses, and this is kind of email marketing 2.0. It's kind of like the new wave. Rather than just blasting out hundreds of emails to people on your list willy-nilly, and not having any conscious thought of how you're doing it and how you're approaching your market, it doesn't make any sense anymore, and it turns people off. And that's why you get unsubscribes. You get people even saying, "Hey, you're spamming me." So it's important that you segment your list, and a lot of the list programs, list services, email automation services, have ways of segmenting your list. So segmenting is based on interest. You have different products, green widgets versus blue widgets versus red widgets, different ads for the same product. Now, this is an important one. You, as a marketer, you may well be using different landing pages, different advertising, and so forth to get people interested in your product. So, for the same product, you may have 2 different landing pages that you're just testing to see what kind of response you get, and maybe they're offering a slightly different approach to the product itself. Maybe one's emphasizing certain features that the other doesn't, and so forth. So this is one way you'd want to segment your list, is based on which ad they looked at, because if there's enough of a difference there, they may respond differently to future things. Did they buy the product? When they buy the product, you don't want to keep them on the same list that you've been emailing them for several times or not, and so you want to put them on a different list. You want to have a different segment for those people that have already bought your product, and depending on which product they bought. If they bought blue widgets, you may want to try and sell them red widgets, but you certainly don't want to sell them blue widgets again. Or maybe you've got some add-ons for it that you'd want to sell them, but the basic package, you wouldn't want to sell them that again. So that, like as I mentioned, there's different ads for different, for the same product, as we talked about before, and different sign-up medium. And what I mean by this is, on your sales page, you may be rotating the sign-up that you're asking for. In other words, you may be, with one sign-up pitching a free report or free ebook or whatever. On another one, maybe a free video. I'm just making stuff up here, obviously, but you may be offering something different to entice them to sign up on your mail list. So it's important to maintain that segmentation and treat each of them somewhat differently. Now, there may be some of the emails that you send to them that are the same email, especially if you're trying to sell red widgets or blue widgets or what have you. Maybe the same emails at some point in time, but especially the initial email, you want to have a different response to the people that signed up one way versus the people that signed up the other. Okay, so then we have segmentation based on response, and And what that means is, some people have opened their emails, other people have never even opened the email. Some have opened the email and clicked on a link in the email. In other words, they've gone to your website or whatever the link asked them to do. So you want to treat those people differently than the people that opened their email, and the people that didn't open their email you want to treat differently as well. Then you have opened the email and downloaded the free report or whatever it was you were offering in that email, or signed up for a webinar or a free video or what have you. That segment gets treated differently because you don't want to send them the same email again if they've already signed up for whatever it is or downloaded the free report or whatever. You don't want to keep sending them, beating them over the head with the same emails that you're sending to people that haven't downloaded it yet but at least have opened their email. Okay? And then you want to segment out those people that don't open their emails at all. If they've gone for 6 months and you've sent, just making numbers up here, 4 or 5 emails over the 6 months or more, and they haven't opened any of them, maybe you just want to delete them from your list because at some point they're not, for whatever reason, maybe they close that email account, although that should come out a different way. But they're no longer interested in what you're sending. So why continue to beat them over the head? And at some point, you may get accused of of spamming because they haven't unsubscribed, but they're not interested in what you're sending. So hopefully this video has been of value to you. Just remember, segment your list because it's going to make you more money over the long term. It's going to save you a lot of hassle over the long term, and you're going to have happier recipients, subscribers to your email list. And when they're happy, they're more responsive to what you're trying to do and trying to sell them. Thanks for watching this. I'm Nick Hurd. My site is www.reviews4biz.com.